sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to the Hoosier State, where Colts fans rise to their feet with the striking of the anvil as it is time for football here at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indy. Today, it's the opener of a new NFL season, as it will be the Miami Dolphins taking on the Indianapolis Colts. On the visitor's sideline, Mike McDaniel, head coach of the Dolphins. These guys ready to get this one going. On the other side, Colts head coach Shane Steichen. His guys ready to show out in front of the home fans as they try to send them home happy at the end of this one. Here's the punter, Rigoberto Sanchez, on to get us started. And we are underway from Indianapolis. And able to get this out to the 25. Here is Tua Tagovailoa heading out to lead this Miami offense.
And in recent seasons, he's really elevated it. Become one of the better quarterbacks in the NFL when he's out there leading his squad. He completed over 72% of his passes last season, which led the league, and he's looking to be even better in this season.
He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 31-yard line.
They fake the handoff, now Tua. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, it's Tua. And he won't get to the marker. He's a yard short. A pickup of 3. It leaves him with 4th and 1. And now before they run this play on 4th and 1, we're going to get a break and a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. They'll go. H.M. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. On play action, here's Tua, rolling to his left. And that'll be knocked away. It's incomplete. Nick Westbrook-Akine, the intended receiver. And it's 2nd down. A give, running right, H.M. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. The 7th play now, this opening drive. This is 3rd and long, though. Here's Tua. And that's caught inside the 30. And he gets this one down to the 24. So the big play gets him all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10.
First down.
A run straight ahead with H.M. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Can we just take that run and turn it into kind of a clip and save? Because that tells you everything you need to know about this drive. They've been moving the ball awfully well.
Tua sets up to pass it. And it's caught. The tight end Hill. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation for an easy completion and a 1st down. Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he let him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. Back to the ground, H.M. And a pickup of about 4 down inside the 10 to the 8-yard line.
He was brought down at the 8-yard line.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
It's a gain of 6 as they're able to convert, and now it's first and goal. A chance for their first points of the season here as it's first and goal. Now some movement before the snap. And we'll hear from our referee for the first time this afternoon. Understandable we're going to see some of this first game of the year in a penalty.
Yeah, we are, and don't forget the emotion of it all as well. I mean, they've been building to this crescendo the entire offseason, so we may see some of this in the early part of the game.
Only a yard on the pickup there, second and goal.
We need to see some tenacity from this defense because they've been pushed right down the field on this opening drive. They've got to find some way to push back, and that's a good first step.
Now a play fake. Here's Tagovailoa. Steps away to his left. That is caught by Waddle. Touchdown, Miami. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And the Dolphins are on the board here first in the season opener. A long opening drive, but a very successful opening drive. We call that methodical, I guess, when it takes that many plays.
Methodical and almost like a boxing match where you're hitting them with body blows. They can withstand them here. Look, they gave up the touchdown, but you don't feel like a knockout is there. But they keep doing that in the fourth quarter. That's when the knockout occurs.
And it becomes tough for that defense if they're on the field that long. We'll see if they can continue that in future drives. And there's going to be a stoppage here. The booth wants to take another look at this potential touchdown. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point up and good by Sanders, and it's now a 7-0 game.
Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. So the Colts now coming out for their opening drive. And they are led out there by their mobile quarterback.
And when you watch him trot onto the field, you just think to yourself, he looks like a quarterback. All the talent in the world, running, throwing, physical presence. The bottom line, though, has to get his completion percentage up to league standards because he was under 50% in 2024. If he puts it all together and reaches his full potential, he's going to be dynamite.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Richardson. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. The 20 for touchdown, Indianapolis. Anthony Richardson, 48 yards. And the Colts are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it was Anthony Richardson who took it into the end zone to finish things off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. So Miami coming out for their second drive. Perfect start to the season on their first drive last time out, able to find the end zone. Now we'll see if they can make it 2 for 2 here in week 1. Here's Achane to start the drive. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a first down.
13 yards. First down, Dolphins.
Again, it's Achane. A strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49. 48 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Couple of very nice carries to start this drive out.
Yeah, 2 first downs. And how about that second one? What a nice run on that particular play. I'm telling you, they're going to start to think that this game is easy if they continue to rip off yardage like this.
They'll get just a yard on the scramble. It's second down.
He's out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage.
Out of the gun, here's a give to Achane. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. 7-7, our score after 1. It's Dolphins football here as we begin the second quarter. As they've got it with a 1st and 10. Tua going to throw. He'll dump this off to Achane. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. Up the middle, Achane. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Brings up second down at the 24-yard line.
Play action, now it's Tua. Throw left side, complete. That's him. And he's out of bounds, almost gets to the 10. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another first down. Now Tua just going to bat this forward on the end around. It's so close. He gets it to the 1. You're out of bounds right there. They've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass.
All right, fellas, listen up. 21G.
Now Tua. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Another shot from the 1 on 2nd and goal. Achane. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
Brought down back at the 2-yard line.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami.
Complete to
Darren Waller. A 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Dolphins have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Sanders. And that makes the score 14-7.
Colts 7. Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. Second drive coming up here for the Indianapolis Colts. They were successful last time finding the end zone on their opening drive of the season. And they'll get another shot here with a 1st and 10. They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. 25 yards, the pickup. pickup there and also a first down.
Coming in, he really likes his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
From the midfield stripe, they look to throw. Richardson under pressure, and down he goes. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's second down. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Pass caught right side by Taylor. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
That turned into a very well-orchestrated play right there. Going to work his way out of the backfield to the right. And after he looked it in, he found plenty of space to roam and picked up big yardage.
And he's able to get it down to the 25-yard line. 7 yards there on the first down screen play.
Good call there on first down. And Brandon, I'm getting better over the years of not screaming out screen, screen, screen with my defensive training. They want to keep those pass rushers honest, and they did so there. And they
under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. Kenneth Grant, that is one that he will remember. His first career sack in his first career game in the National Football League. The 22 is the line to gain here on third down. Richardson. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. Another good reception there. The Colts on the march.
What a drive. This has been just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter. 14-7. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Here we go. Step. Hop, step.
Now it's Richardson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The pocket collapsed around him. I know we talk about it a lot, but a QB has to have that sixth sense, doesn't he?
He really does, and I know of one team at one point was training their quarterback with that time frame, and anytime he didn't get rid of the ball within the right amount of time, they would blow a horn or blow a whistle to show him this is what that time is, just what you're talking about, training him to understand this is the amount you have, make sure the ball's gone. Didn't happen in this case.
Knifes his way forward here, but just 3 yards on the play, second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line.
A 3-yard pickup.
Off the play action, Tagovailoa. And going deep for Hill. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on second down. Looking to pass. Tua. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. Fair catch called for and made right at the 25-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Colts will go on offense here, 1st and 10.
On all of us, on my people now, on what I love. Ooh, baby, we run it up. Yeah, the minute the sun is up. There's no rest.
Back to throw. Here's Richardson. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. That will set him back nearly 10 yards here on 1st down on the sack.
18-yard line.
They come up on 2nd and long, and the pass protection just has not been there this afternoon. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. But, Charles, this has been something to watch so far. This is where you really feel for a quarterback. He's been running for his life in this first half.
Brandon, that's 5 sacks already, so you know he's got to be saying, can we get some more guys in here to block, please? Because if we don't, we're going to need another quarterback.
The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half. Well, Sanchez on to punt here as he sends this one away. Called out a 41-yard punt, 6 yards on the return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And they'll have time for one play. There's 2 seconds on the clock. He's got it at the 15. And he'll be taken down after big yardage. But, folks, there is a flag down, and they're already walking this one back. Halftime coming up. Let's get you down to Orlando and our buddy Scott Hansen with our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Okay, Brandon, thank you. Today is the day. The debut of our new halftime show. Buckle up, everyone. I think you're going to like it. Our trip around the NFL starts now, and it starts with a good one in the AFC West. And it's a guy who missed most of the run to the Super Bowl last year, Rashee Rice. 75 yards this one goes, the catch and run for the score. The Chiefs begin their search for a 4th straight Super Bowl appearance. They get the victory in Week 1. From there, why don't we go to South Philly, look in on the Eagles as they're hosting the Dallas Cowboys. And it's the back-to-back-to-back-to-back Pro Bowler, CeeDee Lamb. He'll take it all the way to the end zone. What a play for the score. One more to tell you about. We go to Jacksonville, the Jags taking on the Carolina Panthers. And it's the former #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence. He's got nobody open, so he'll just hot-foot it himself. 7 yards for the touchdown. And here's the scoreboard in the early window of the last week of the regular season. What I wouldn't give for an Octobox right now. Meanwhile, in our game, a fairly even first half, all things considered. 14-7 is the halftime score as we send you back out to the stadium with Brandon Godden and Charles
Okay,
Davis.
Scott, thanks a bunch. And we'll see which team's adjustments are going to pay dividends here as we're just about ready for the start of the second half. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Out come the Colts. They'll have it first here to start quarter number 3. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A nice stick and stop for a loss there from Jalen Phillips.
Well, we saw a lot of negative plays that resulted in plenty of lost yardage in the first half, and that trend is continuing here.
Richardson looking to throw this. The Dolphins get there this time, and they bring him down. Jalen Phillips in there to get him once again. That's 2 sacks for him now here on opening day.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
As defensive coordinators around the league tell me all the time, that throw is not for every quarterback, because you've really got to drive the ball downfield. It's going to be a tight window for him to fit that one into. In this case, unsuccessfully.
It's a return of 4 following a 42-yard punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. To end the Dolphins now with a 1st and 10 at their own 42. Off the play fake, he'll set up to throw it. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like he'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. Going right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
At the 50-yard line.
Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And he'll get this into the hands of Hill, complete. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. 27 yards there, a 1st down. A give left side, here's Achane. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. They'll set up a throw. He's got it. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tyreek Hill, 27 yards. And the Dolphins have taken a 2-touchdown lead now.
And that's a drive that makes everyone happy on that bench because they accomplish exactly what they set out to do. Take care of the football, eat up a little clock, end up in the end zone. Now they've got a cushion for the rest of the game, so they didn't just help themselves offensively, they helped their defense out as well.
Sanders on for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7.
Makes the score Dolphins
5 plays there on that drive. And it ends with a touchdown pass to Tyreek Hill. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he returns this to the 22. The Colts getting another possession here on offense. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt again, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Richardson back to throw it. And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes. Multiple rushers break through to drop him for the 7th time this game. Richardson looking to throw. He'll take a shot downfield for Pittman. And they're going to get this all the way inside the Miami 15. A big play there for Indy. And even 70 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Running straight ahead, Taylor. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
Come on.
Here's Richardson to throw. They'll set up the screen to Taylor. And a nice job to break free of one tackler, but it slowed his momentum somewhat, and he's taken down right after. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. So 7 yards from the 1st down here as they come up to the line of scrimmage. But in the end, the pressure too great, and he goes down. Kenneth Grant in there to record the 2nd sack of his young NFL career. And his kick here is good. And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
The Dolphins offense and Tua Tagovailoa headed back out onto the field. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. The drive starts with a run from Achane. And he'll scratch out a yard up to the 30, and that's all. The ball on the 30 now. Here's a second down and 9.
Brings up second and 9.
Option handoff now to Achane. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Forced out to his left. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now here on EA Sports. It's Dolphin football. It's also Dolphin lead to begin quarter number 4. Altogether, a pretty shaky start to the year for this defense as they defend another 1st and 10. They'll let this go deep for Waddle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. Second and 10.
Brings up second and 10.
First carry for the Boise State Bronco, Alexander Madison. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. The offense on third down, they've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Ryan Stonehouse now. He'll boot it away from about his 35. And they'll go ahead and down this one right on the chalk of the 20-yard line. Here comes the Indianapolis offense now as they get set to take over. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news, but this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner. Looking to put a drive together. They'll start with the option. Fighting him off. And he'll be brought down here at the 28. He'll pick up 7 there on the first down keeper. Line of scrimmage, the 28 now as they come up on 2nd and a couple.
At the 28-yard line.
The option to give to Taylor here. And this is going to be a Colts first down as he's got this up to about the 34-yard line. Now, yes, a 2-possession game, but a good chunk of time on the clock, so they have the ability still there to run it on 2nd and short, but maybe they need to pick it up a bit.
You're right, they did pick up the first down there, but they, as you mentioned, they have to pick up the pace now because it's a 2-possession game.
Multiple defenders there to drop him for a loss of 4.
And this dominant defensive performance continued on that play. This poor quarterback, he's not received the protection he needs and has had to pick himself up off the turf far too often.
Being chased out left. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
I'm not flying. I'm not flying.
And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 39 yards there, a big one. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Operating from the gun, Richardson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And this is picked up by the Dolphins. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. And a defensive-minded coach loves to turn up the heat, turns it up there, and pays off.
And back in the good old days, those defensive-minded coaches just talked about intimidating teams, using force, right, beating them to the punch. In this case, they're talking about creating turnovers. That's all they preach, all game long, all practice long, every meeting. Get the football. That's what they want.
And he'll take it forward for about 5 up to the 28-yard line. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
They'll give this to H.M. And he'll take. This to the 32, a gain of about 3. Under 4 to play now. Clock running, 3rd down.
A 3-yard pickup. And it's 3rd down.
They'll run for it with H.M. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. 77 yards rushing for him now on 17 carries.
First down, Miami.
Now H.M. on 1st and 10. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. H.M. here, they stay on the ground. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43. If nothing else, they've already taken a couple minutes off the clock here already as they come up 2nd and 8. Tua going to give this to Wright. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. They give those 2 yards right back, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 10. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. Now, this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. He'll drop to throw. Dancing to his left. That's caught by Waller out left side. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. They'll go. H.M. And he is not going anywhere. They stop it for no gain. Well, their first 4th down attempt earlier was successful. This one backfires for a turnover on downs.
I like their aggressiveness. I like what they're doing. They got it the first time they went for it. Why not a second time? I don't think they'll be daunted from attempting it again. If you're on the defensive side of the ball, though, any 4th down stop is a big momentum play.
A 2-yard gain. Brings up 2nd down.
Richardson to throw. The Dolphins get there this time. They bring him down. Well, this one's had a season's worth of thrills already, and it's still week 1. Here's 3rd down now. Now Richardson. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. And they'll take over inside the 45 at the 44-yard line. Well, there's a time and a place for everything. Down 2 scores late in the 4th. I get it. Now is the time to throw it downfield, but that one might just write an end to this ball game.
Yeah, I hear all the time how critical I am of play calls. Not in this situation. No other choice, really. Look at the clock. Look at the scoreboard. Had to press it and take a chance.
Now the Colts going to burn the 2nd of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the 1st down. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
With H.M., the ball carrier. He was tackled at the 27.
I like the call there because that was one to take time off the clock and get them closer to getting out of here with a W. In the mind of the play caller, all you want to hear is tick, tick, tick.
Down to a knee goes Tua, and that should just about do it. Well, CD, always a little extra excitement for Week 1, and one of our early window games here in Week 1 on a Sunday comes to a close. Good to be back in the booth with you, my friend.
And it's good to be back in the booth with you as well. And we know that not everyone's going to start the season 1-0, right? Half the league is going to have a loss on their record, but everyone's going to have to build off of that opener. And how many coaches tell us every single year, you make your most progress between Week 1 and Week 2. We'll see how both of these teams progress the rest of this season.
So for the Dolphins, hey, you get a win, you get it on the road. You can't ask for much more than that to start the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Indianapolis, they go down to defeat here in the opener. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week.
The new season starts now. I'm Scott Hansen, and you are tuned in to the brand new EA Sports Weekly Recap for Week 1. Lots to get you caught up on. Why don't we start out in Indianapolis? The Colts at home to take on the Miami Dolphins. And it's Tua hooking up with his man for the touchdown here. One of 3 touchdown passes for him in the ballgame. The Dolphins come away victorious, 21-10 your final score. Got another one to get to right now. How about Gang Green, the Jets, as they host the Pittsburgh Steelers? And it's Breece Hall. He's going to take this one in, 11 yards on the touchdown run. The Jets give Aaron Glenn his first NFL head coaching victory as they get the job done here. Lastly, we go up to Lambeau Field. It's the Packers taking on the Detroit Lions. And it's Jordan Love on target to Jaden Reed. A 17-yard touchdown pass. The Packers wind up winning this one in front of the home crowd to begin the new season. So that'll put a bow on this one. For all the hardworking men and women here in Orlando, Scott Hansen saying goodnight. We'll see you next week right here on EA Sports.
B-Town's finest, handsome Lagosian, name ring.